welcome. It is happy hour. It is Thanksgiving week. It is time for Hug Nation. Hug Nation, as you know, or maybe not, is not an actual place. The borders of Hug Nation, the nation of Hug, are in our mind, are in our consciousness. And it really is a wall which we are constantly dissolving. And so that the ever-present love in our heart is connected to all the people of the world. And so there is no real borders. And in fact, if you acknowledge that you are on your path to becoming you, well, you have immediate and automatic dual citizenship into Hug Nation. Perhaps triples, depending on if you're also a member of other nations, like the Zulu Nation, or one nation under a groove. We do not discriminate based on other nations. Anyway, let's just take a moment to get present before we go deep into our gratitude and thanksgiving. Get into the present. Let go of the traffic and the to-dos and the stuff. Let go of the shopping list. Let go of all the frustration and everything that, every story that may have been swimming through our head, and just try to bob and float in this river of now. Feel the cosmic stream as it goes between our fingers. Feel yourself in the chair, and simply observe any other sensation that you can hear, smell, taste. How many different sounds can you hear? The practice of slowing down into the present, the practice of being present in the now moment, which is the only moment that ever exists, can make worlds of difference into how we experience life, how we appreciate things, how long life feels. It's easy for time to fly by when we're not there as it's happening. But when you are truly present, time slows down, perhaps even stops, and we get to sit in infinity. Thank you, universe, for all of the gifts. Help us to appreciate. Fill us with thanksgiving. Let our joy bubble out, shine from us, and be a gift to all that we smile at and see in the world. Amen. Hey, welcome! Oh, wow, it's good to see you guys. See, Cal White is here now, and a few other people. As I said, it is Thanksgiving week. And Thanksgiving is like the only holiday that's left that isn't just so overwhelmed with some type of monetizing or marketing or something. I mean, you don't get to go to the mall. Well, you can see the Christmas stuff, but there's no, the week of Thanksgiving or the month before Thanksgiving, there's not like these huge push to get you to buy pilgrim shoes and I guess turkeys and food stuff. I mean, they'll do what they can, but it's just nowhere near the kind of bastardization that has happened with the other season that is in its confused reason, or even any of the Hallmark holidays that we get so caught up in. There's a great documentary available on YouTube called "What Would Jesus Buy?" by the Reverend Billy and the Church of Stop Shopping Now. And it's a powerful, reflection as to how out of whack and how totally hypnotized and our culture is in this need to buy things. Now, it's a house of cards because we have the economic system is so retail. It needs this buying frenzy to keep their stores alive. I mean, so many stores make up the bulk of their business during this chapter. But because of that pressure, because of that trend, because of that institutionalized obligation to buy things for people, It's crazy. And unfortunately, what happens is the whole nature of a gift falls apart. Gift, a gift is something that you give to another person without expectation, and in doing so, you can receive joy from their experience of it. Anytime you get caught in a situation where you are obligated to give a gift, it's not really a gift in that same way. It's more of like a payment or a token or a transaction. Maybe I'm a stick in the mud, but I find that the way that we do wedding gifts, where it's a registry and they tell you what they want and then you get it for them. I mean, I understand the idea of helping prepare a new family for their life, and getting them the things they need to start their home together. That makes total sense. But it doesn't feel like a gift in the same way it would if you said, "Oh, I bet they would love this." It's more like, how can I chip in to help? And I mean, I guess maybe it's a different thing. But the problem happens in Christmas time, when if you would spend a week any time of the year with a list of people that you love and went shopping and trying to find gifts for them, I would guess that you would have a blast. And you would think about these people and what you wanted, some things you could do to make them happier or light them up, or something they might not buy for themselves, and you could just really have fun with it. Because you know that you are getting to bring something yummy into their lives. But if we're not careful, the next month is so infused with the expectation of buying. I mean, you see people in stores and malls all the time. They're just like, okay, here's my list. I need something for this person. I need something for this person. I need something for this person. Like, yikes. That doesn't sound like fa la 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 la. That sounds like bah humbug. So, that being said, let me send you a link to my Amazon list. I want mostly high-end computer games. No, I'm just kidding. In just a second, we'll look at the suggestions that people have been sending in as to what to do on Black Friday. Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving. It is the #1 shopping day of the year. It is famous, infamous, disgusting, in that it has become known as a time when people do these Black Friday sales, and they do these loss leader type deals where you get seemingly incredible deals. Like they'll have a TV for an absurd price, and they'll have 5 of them. And then 10,000 people will line up in front of the Walmart and like mob. And there's less chaos in the Sudan refugee camps when food arrives after a week. Like, it's that kind of frenzy. I don't know. It's an animalistic trait that pulls out when we have these sales. And I could just be a victim of the news and what I've been, these very focused examples of Black Friday rioting type things. But the scary thing is that if I don't think about it, I can get caught up into it too. I see some of these, I'm like, what? A TV for $9? Well, I want a TV for $9. I think in our culture, because we live in so ingrained a sense of the dollar and resources and financial measurements as how we keep score in this life, that if you get a TV or you get something for a good deal, it's like winning the round. It's like this. It's like, it's why we like gambling. It's something for nothing. And I think the Black Fridays is a kind of gambling thrill. You're like, sweet, I did not earn this. I did not have to work this hard for it. I win. Of course, what we've lost is dignity, self-respect, a sense of what's important. So, there's a big movement. The Buy Nothing Day is the counteract to Black Friday. Mm. Laws Geek just typed in the link to that. Buy Nothing Day on Wikipedia. And another thing that has come up a number of times as people have recommended, and I keep seeing it over and over posted, is that, sure, if you like gift giving and you like this tradition that we've kind of fallen into, try something new. Try buying gifts, not everything that's on somebody's list of what they want. This isn't, a newlywed family that you're helping start the life of, and so you're chipping in and getting, these toddlers exactly what they want, although it does feel good to give people what they want. But instead, try to buy things that the very act of buying them is a piece of activism. It is a vote with your dollar. So buy locally and from artisans. That means, no Xboxes or iPhones. It means trying to put money in the hands of somebody that is creating something, some artist. I'm going to really do my best to do that as much as possible this year. And I'm going to offer things to other people as well in terms of we've got First Saturday's stocking stuffers that are, a token for you just donated one care pack on behalf of whoever you're buying it for. And I'm going to encourage people to buy copies of my book and maybe even a DVD and a happy ending massage coupon from me. I'm just brainstorming, trying to figure out what those things are. And hopefully on the Hope Nation page, I know a number of people that posted there, like Christina, are people that are artists and craftsmen. And hopefully we can try to, mention and encourage one another when we see things that would be a great gift that would encourage and vote for art and artists and small business people. Etsy is something that keeps coming up as an example of a great way to buy gifts and also to support artists. It's such it's one thing to support the economy, but the global economic system is so complicated. If you are supporting Walmart, if you are supporting Apple, if you are supporting any Chinese-made goods, or the end result of your purchasing is really challenging to understand what the impact of that is. It's so far removed from our experience. Whereas if you buy something from a craftsperson or an artist or a local person, your resources go right into their pocket. They then can buy more things to create with, or food so that they can fuel their belly and make more things. It's just it's simplify. All right, looks like in the chat room we've got a few pre-orders for the happy ending. Economics is complicated. Learned that in my AP Econ class. Yes, economics is complicated. And incredibly more so because we have a corporatism with powerful lobbying groups and legislation that affects the free trade and affects the laissez-faire hand of government. Anyway, the point is, I'm ill-qualified to speak of things. Another thing I'm ill-qualified to speak of, Israel and Palestine. But I'll tell you this, it's fucked up shit. It's hard to read. I'm not going to comment on it. I'm just going to comment on the scenario of having the situation that is clearly fucked up. And people on both sides, smart people, can be very confident in the absolute righteousness of their perspective and the absolute cruelty and viciousness and of the other side. And it's like you can watch these sides try to spit their truth and go, this is how war happens. This is how a world stays in conflict. This is This is discouraging. A friend wrote me last week, and he was very frustrated. He was like, I keep seeing people writing their Facebook posts, and they're like, let's send positive energy to the Gaza Strip. And he was like, what the fuck, that doesn't do shit. Send positive energy? Why don't you do something, you can't just send positive energy and think that you're absolved and, the things are going to get better. But, I think part of the reason that people are doing that and saying that is because there is no clear path to peace. It's almost like the only logical thing to do is pray for a miracle. And I think we can agree that if that's our logical choice, we are halfway there. We're living on a prayer, as Bon Jovi would say. To address what my friend said, he was like, can you give me some advice on what to say to these people? And my thought was, well, do you have a suggestion of something that you could do that would be more effective? And if you do, then do that thing. And then share with people this act that you've taken that is a step towards the result, and then use your acts as a way to inspire people. But I said the only thing worse than saying, send positive energy, is saying, you should be doing something. Really? I should be doing something? That's a pet peeve of mine. When people think that complaining about other people's apathy and inaction is somehow a more productive thing than inaction. Like, no, I don't think so. I could be wrong. But I'm off track. We're here to talk about gratitude and Thanksgiving, because the cool thing is, at every moment, as there is aggression and war and pain and hurt, there is also wonder, art, beauty, love. And it's all required to have the effective classroom of planet Earth. This place for our souls to figure out our karma, to learn the lessons that we need. We need to have struggles and challenges and we need to have conflict of some congestion so that we can work through it. We need to find a way to overcome fear and let go of attachments so that we can flow and learn to flow and align our consciousness more in tune with the divine, the Tao, and that's, for that to happen, you need a classroom. A gym with no equipment, with no weights, with no way to get your muscles tired won't get you very in shape. And a world without struggles and obstacles is not a very good place to stretch your heart. So start with that. I'm thankful for all of the opportunities to grow and learn. I am grateful for all the people who stir me up and give me an opportunity to look within. I'm grateful for all the struggle, grateful for all the crap, for it helps me appreciate the cone, and hopefully can push me to not be so quick to decide that something is crap. Just because it's not the way I expected it or wanted it. It may be perfect. It may be the not the crap, but the fertilizer that I need to get myself to where I need to be, to learn the lesson, to go through the hardship, to be better off. I am also incredibly thankful for the people in my life. Oh. I find that as I go through the world and work on myself and self-growth and try to be a more and more loving person, I find that the people that are around me are amazing. That this idea of law of attraction and vibration attracts vibration and like attracts like feels like it's true. And so as my vibration is more in line with love, the people that are in my world, around my world, attracted to the light that I shine and they shine theirs is gorgeous. And so whether it's you here in the chat room, the people that I'm getting to know today or have been building a relationship with, or people that I know in my neighborhood, or people that I know in my family, or that so many opportunities to see examples of perfect, unfolding human beings. They're flawed and perfect. Stretching, growing, thriving, stumbling, getting up, and all along the way reflecting back that divinity, that awareness of myself, and that I can see in all of the others, in this beautiful, beautiful family of people. So thank you for being one of those people. Hopefully that you are experiencing those kind of reflections in your world. I feel so blessed that, you know, after doing Hug Nation for 10 years, that enough people have found this as a place that resonates. And so I get messages and chat and emails from people that sometimes from people that feel very alone and go, oh my gosh, you just said what I've been thinking. And I love to write people back and say that and go, you know what? I get an email like that almost daily. We are not alone. You are not alone. The louder and the brighter that you speak your truth, the more you will find those people being attracted to you, the more that network, that core vibration will strengthen. So I'm so lucky that Hug Nation gets to be a tool for that, and that you are part of that. Endless thanksgiving for you and this. Special thanks to my family, my parents, who are unbelievable. I've learned so much. I feel so grateful to have a deep relationship with my folks, as well as to continue to have a best friend in my brother, and mad respect for my sister-in-law, incredible teachers and my nephews, network of friends, and my beloved Belicious, who, you know, initially I was just stoked that I had such a hot girl. And over time, I have grown to know the person and seen this person grow in ways that beyond my expectations, or I mean, not that I had expectations, you know, but I think in my past, I let my expectations of people limit them. And Belicious has helped me simply by being awesome to let go of limiting expectations of people and instead shift my perspective to a open, vibrant, bright expectation. And she continually steps into this spotlight, the stage, the challenge, and I am just so inspired. So, you know, I told the other day, I go, you know what? If you're so hot that I would endure a lot more shit. But I just happen to be lucky that not only you're this hot, but you're this amazing and cool and inspiring, and so lucky. So, let's do this. Let's have a Hug Nation hug. Let's have a Thanksgiving hug. Grab yourself by the shoulders. Oh! And give some thanks for this body. What? Hard to believe that this meat ship, with its own system of sensations and mobility and healing and it is just a miracle wrapped in a miracle wrapped in a miracle with a miracle gland regulating it all. It's just incredible. And with very little input, with very little maintenance, a little bit of water, a little bit of food, a little bit of sleep, a little bit of dancing, and suddenly we are... How's that for some Thanksgiving? The functioning of our body. When you look at how the things that exist in the world that are created by non-nature, by human beings, whether by factory or by hand, what's the shape of things after 40 years? After being hosed down, washed off, banged into things, 40 years. And yet you look at a body and it's amazing. Still thriving. Tiny nicks and scrapes and tiny dysfunctions, but really, it's amazing. It's crazy that we spend so much energy in the mindset of what is missing. When we wake up in the morning into this body of crazy abundance in that we have the gift of experience, the gift of sensation, the gift of witnessing the universe unfold. And as we witness it, we can actually ponder it, and then we can hear its rhythms, and we can dance, and we can love, and if we are sitting just right, opening our heart just right, we can feel connected to all of it. And this miracle that we're witnessing, we realize, is simply us. This miracle. Everything we lay our eyes on is part of this universe that we are intimately connected to. We are a cell. There is no one cell that is better or worse. It is all part of this universal system. And even though we may experience our consciousness is housed within this body, it is the whole, the one, that we are privileged to be a part of. We are the all. We are the one. And just for a couple breaths, 3 breaths, let's breathe together as this oneness, as one thing, one organism, many cells of this universe. Inhale. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all the Love Warriors, happy Hug Nation. Thank you for being you, for shining your light, for just being momentarily aware of the miracle, of sharing the miracle of you with us, of letting your light shine, of being your true self, for singing your heart song, for supporting others as they do the same. That is the grandest purpose. There is no quantity that makes it good or bad. It's simply that choice of pursuing our truth and supporting others as they do the same. Infinite love. 100% perfection. There's nothing else that needs to be done except be in that place and allow the next perfect thing to happen. Thank you for being a perfect thing. I am thankful for you. I love you. Namaste.